Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Ann, and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann. Today, we are going to be making some masterboard journaling cards. And I have a bunch of supplies in front of me. I'm sure you've seen these a million times. I'm not reinventing the wheel. We're going to play and we're going to have fun. So I have in front of me this type of book page. So it's this color, it has this size font, and it's this texture. I have this book page, which is a much smaller font. This is a dictionary page, so it's a much thinner texture. And then I have this piece of paper that I made using my Distress Oxide sprays. It has a very distinct texture as well, and it was made on top of coffee dyed paper. So it has both textures going on. And then for the back, I have copy weight coffee dyed paper. Say that 3 times. And this is what the actual journaling is going to be on. Now, for the middle, in between, we are going to be recycling. I have a whole bunch of all of these political advertisement papers, and it's a pretty good weight actually. So let me pull out 2 of these, and we're gonna sandwich these in the middle. So what we're going to do first and foremost is we are going to glue on some of the coffee stained paper. Let me see what side I like better. I think I like this side better. And I'm just going to glue this on. It might not be 100% everything fits perfect, but that's okay. Oh, and I'm using the Oohoo glue stick. I have my bone folder. I also have my art glitter glue at the ready. We are going to be using some washi stickers. If you did not see my temu, my huge crafting temu haul with mostly stickers, these are from that. Go back and watch that. That was fun, I think. And then I have my journaling stencil that we're going to be putting on the back. A pen for that. I have some more stickers here. I have my glue gun if I want to add some fibers, which I think I do. And I have these pretty sewn floral pieces. So I'm just going to go ahead. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cover this. Let's see. I'm going to try and keep my my address hidden because nobody needs to see that. And I'm just using simple glue stick. Is this glue stick going to be 100% and stick 100%? No, it never is. But it's pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cover both of these. Now, I fully intend, once these are cut, once these are made and cut at the end, I fully intend to come in and add art glitter glue. Yes, I know some of the stuff is showing through. That's okay. Why don't we just do one at a time? That's okay because I'm doing junk journaling and people know that a lot of this stuff is recycled. Let's just glue down these corners. Glue down these corners. So I'm going to be making journaling cards for my journals so people can have something to journal on. Okay, there. And give this a nice press down with my bone folder. There. Now I want my multitude of book pages. Take that one. I'm gonna grab we're gonna grab this one. And then if my fingers want to work, we're gonna grab that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tear these into workable, manageable pieces, and I'm gonna just glue them down. No rhyme or reason, no particular order, but I have to say, I like tearing paper. I mean, if you guys are making your journals, don't you like tearing the paper? It's kind of fun. Now, if I want, I can tear that off, but frankly, a lot of this is going to be overlapped. You can make these as big as you want, as small as you want. I kind of like to make piles. So I have this pile, I have this pile. Move that one out of the way. And I have this pile. So the first thing I like to do is I like to find, you see like these pieces are already edge pieces. I like to glue those on the edge. And I don't care if I'm putting glue on this and gluing these down because I'm gluing it down. So let's go like this. And underneath is going to show through, but that's okay because this is going to be multiple layers. So I'm not particularly worried about that. I also like the writing to go in all different fashions. Some's going this way, some's going that way. I like that. Actually, I'm going to put that one there. I like making masterboards. I find them to be very meditative, fun, calming. Once again, I like ripping paper. It's kind of fun. And I am slightly overlapping. I'm not intending to put like a ton of this paper here, but you know, I have it. Let's use it. It just brings a different, I don't know, visual interest. And I'm just alternating all of this. Now, if you want to come in and you want to ink the edges with Distress Oxides, go ahead. I don't. It's a little too much work for me. And see, I'm going over the edge and I'm getting glue all over this. I don't care. I'm gluing it down anyways. I'm trying to keep this lined up with the edge. I know some of this I'm going to have to come and trim anyways. It doesn't faze me. Looking for this. There. Glue that down, and let me see if I can find another corner piece. There's a corner piece. We'll put that one right over there. And then I just fill in beyond all that. Let's get another piece of this. So this I coffee stained first, this paper. And then I came in with my oxides after it was already dried, just to add a little bit more visual interest to it. This is a good glue stick. I like this glue stick, but it's not going to be 100% sticking everything down. Let's see if I can find another edge. We'll do that one right there. Once I get all my edges done, then I just come in and I fill everything in. You want to come in with your bone folder, go ahead. Oh, I have another edge to do here. Let's see. And then once this is done, I'm going to come in with some of those washi stickers. So I got those in my Temu haul. So if you didn't see that video, the premise of that video was I got this really good sort of coupon deal from Temu. Spend $30 of my choosing. You get 5 items free, relatively of my choosing. I mean, they had like a bunch I could pick from. And, you know, some items were like up to $15 in value. So I feel like I got, that's another edge one. Yeah, that's right. I feel like I got some decent things. I was very happy with what I got. I was happy with what my haul was. And I'm going to be using some of the stickers today. There. I get a ton of book page at my local dump. They have a whole bunch of books there. They have a sort of recycling shed. Now, I have done videos on that shed. I will be doing more videos on that shed of how, you know, they have everything organized and laid out. And it's kind of nice. People in the community really seem to like it. People can take things that they don't want or need. The best time to go, and this is horrible to say, but it's the truth, is right after Christmas. So I will be going directly after Christmas because I have noticed that people take gifts that they don't want or need and they put them in there, and sometimes I can score like score well. It's a lot of an older community that lives in this town, and you know, I can understand. You get something that doesn't speak to you or you can't use it, hey, why not pass it on to somebody else? And everybody knows that is a wonderful resource They have cups. They have dishes. Oh, is this my last piece? Oh, I'm going to need one more piece. They have cups. They have dishes. They have obviously a lot of books. Sometimes you can get records and CDs and movies. Last time I was there, they had a drum. Somebody dropped off a drum, which I thought that was kind of neat. You never know what you're going to find. And I have completely lucked out by going there. I used to joke when my dad was alive, my dad would go there and get all of our gifts. Because either at the end of the season or the beginning of the next season, the local shops will take things that maybe they've had all season in their front windows and donate them because maybe they're faded. And one year my dad gave me this beautiful quilted bed cover with the shams and everything, brand new in the bag. Never been opened. It was faded because it was in the sun of this shop. Oh, was I so happy. That was awesome. Okay, so I have this part done. Next part that I want to do is I want to come in with my washi stickers. And I have certain ones in mind. I kind of want to use some of these architectural ones. I don't think I'm going to use this one. There's a lot of architectural kind of ones in here. Let's see, is this the same one? I have 2 sets of these stickers. Not really architectural, but I'm going to use it anyways. Okay. And I'm just going to put this all over this page, going in no particular order. And I have noticed that sometimes with washi stickers, you need to come in and add a little bit of glue behind it. So we'll do that if we need to. So see, I wasn't really too worried about the stuff behind it showing through. I'm just going to try and hold the doubles right over here. So I'll use those on a different edge. And I know the general direction that I am going to be cutting these. So I'm just trying to keep that in mind. And I have some other stickers here that I'm going to come in and add after the fact. So let's come in and add these doubles. I should be showing you the stickers. And so this is a double of the same one that's on the other corner. This is the one I added right here. This one, is that one? Oh yeah, it is. Because these are going to be all cut up. You will not know that I've done repeat stickers. And it's okay if I use them in the same book too. I think I'm going to put this one here. This is this one. These are very sort of textural because of all the writing behind, visually textural, because of the writing behind it. This is the second pack of these stickers that I've gotten from Temu. I like these. Okay. Let's put that over there. Let's chop these up. Maybe we'll only get one made. Let me see where I put my paper cutter. I had it right here. Oh, here it is. Okay, got my paper cutter. So I am going to cut these at approximately 3 inches. So this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So I'm going to cut these. I think 3 inches is good. And I know a lot of people turn them upside down, but it doesn't matter. And then this one's not going to be 3 inches, and I am okay with that. Now, because I said this was 8.5, I mean, this is 8.5, but it was by 11. So I think I'm going to leave that edge on it. I am going to come in and cut this at 4 1/4, so that's cut in half. I'll show you all of them afterwards. Let's cut this one at 4 1/4 as well. I am going to come in and just cut a smidge of a hair off this one because the underneath is kind of showing through. So 3 by 4 1/4 are the majority of my measurements. Okay, let's go through and see what we got, and then we're going to add much more decoration. Okay, we have that one. We have that one. See, these make nice backgrounds, which is exactly, oh, that's pretty, which is exactly what I wanted. Nice. I don't know, I might come in and trim this. I haven't decided yet. These have a nice weight to them because it has that political sort of advertising stuff. Yeah, see, this needs some glue. Let me do that right now. Oh, and I'm definitely going to come in and trim the back right here. Hold on. Let me get my glue flowing. And Cassie's coming in and joining us. Normally Cassie Rose comes in and supervises me from the beginning. Hi, Cassie. Come on. Good girl. Oh, still not flowing. It's not the perfect pin. It's not the right pin, but the other pin is broken. So it sometimes does that to the glue, but it's not a big deal because it will dry. The rest of it will be clear. Okay, and then we have this one. Yeah. I'll come in and I'll probably give that a trim too. That's needing a little more glue, but we'll do that later. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to come in and I want to decorate. I have another roll of stickers that I have here that I got also from Temu, and these are very neutral as well. And see, this is the sticker. And then I'm left with this, which I like also. I mean, I could come in and edge all this, but where's my... Here, I want my Teflon scissors. Now I'm going to add all of these things to this as well. And then there's a lot of words here too. This one got ripped. It got ripped because it had this weird sticker on it. And then this says no business, too smally, no problem, too big. Yeah. Where reason flies. Let's go with that. Sometimes you get typos when you get things from Temu. There. I want to use that, fine. And then this one, whoops, there. I'm going to trim that because that got ruined from being the beginning of the roll as well. It had a sticker on it. This is the Lily of the Valley. That looks pretty. Eucalyptus. And let's come in and add some of this sort of barcode. I like the barcode. I think that looks kind of neat. Oh, look at, there's all these other almost mathematical looking things. I think we're going to have to add those as well. Oh yeah, those are neat. Okay. I'll just kind of use it all. Hey, it's a sticker. Let's use it. There. Here's some numbers. Put a 12 there. I have a 12 here as well. I think we'll put a 12 right here. All right. That's pretty. I'm using a whole bunch of very like muted tones on purpose. A lot of times I don't fully decorate everything I make until I go to put it in the actual book that I'm creating, because I want to make sure I coordinate colors or a particular type of sticker or something that I'm utilizing. I want to cut this sticker. There. There. Now let's do these barcode things. Let's just peel it and then we'll cut it. Try and cut it approximately right. Doesn't mean I will. Put that one there. I have my pile sticker over here. Whoops. Let's put that one there. And when I'm done, I'll show you the whole row. There's some words here. And it says, unless you want to be first class. Well, let me trim that better. That's not very good trimming. And I have stickers all over me. Okay, so we'll put that with her. Those are nothing, so we can put that in that pile. And let's see what we have here. Okay, so I have a barcode here. I don't have a barcode here. So let's add this barcode. I kind of like these. I don't want to cover too much of the architectural stuff. Let's see. J. Rothschild editor. Looks like it's spelled wrong. But let's go ahead and use it. We'll use it anyways. Okay, here's one that says date. Because I put, oh yeah. Let me put that under the date that I put there. Where reason flies. Let's use that one. Trying to trim these a little bit better. We don't have a lot on this one, so let's add some there. Here's some of these. Do I have? Oh no, I don't have one of these barcodes. Let's use a barcode there. I kind of like using all the bits. You know, I make art journals and junk journals. Let's use all the bits. And then this will be a really good window for, you know, all that stuff we need windows for. Shaker cards, etc. This one does not have a barcode. Okay. I think I'm good with this sticker grouping. Let me get rid of this. Put that over there. And let's go through and see what we got. So I have that one. I have that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. And then the next thing I want to do, and let me grab this, is I have my Distress crayons, and I want to use some greens in this kind of yellow. We'll pull out that silver and that bronzy gold. Let's put, let me see. Oh, I like that one. Get rid of that one. We'll get rid of the metallics. Well, they're all kind of metallic-y. And then I want to add some color here. And I like just kind of rubbing it in with my finger. Oh, it really flows nice right over there. Let's give a little bit of this to the barcode. There. I just wanted to add, you know, a little bit of color. Let me see if I have my water pen here. Oh, I have my Wink of Stella. Let's see. I don't want that one. Here's my blue one. Kind of rub that in a little bit. Just give a little bit of color. I had my water pen here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't like that tip. Let me see what other ones I have. I think this is a little bit smaller. Let me use this one. Just kind of moves those distress crayons around a little bit. Just a little. I want to add a little bit of yellow right here in that, and I'm not gonna switch that around. Okay, let's add a little bit of green right here, and I am gonna come in and swish that around a little bit. Let's add a little bit of green here. Let's do a little bit of purple. Okay, I'm kind of good with that one. This one. Let's add some of this kind of yellowy color, yellowy goldy to her dress. Swish that around. Let's keep this turquoisey, kind of add it to this label. And I'm going to soften that one with some water. There. Let's do some of that there. You know what? Let me get my glue gun heated up so we can come in with those fibers. Kind of covered that sticker right up. I'm just trying to add a little bit of color. So these are water reactive crayons, if you didn't know. They're distress crayons. I probably should tell you the colors I'm using. I'm using Holly Branch, Tree Lot, Wilted Violet, Lucky Clover, my water thing, and then this is my Wink of Stella blue. It's by Zig. And these are by Ranger and Tim Holtz and, you know, all that fun stuff. Let's add a little bit of green here to this label. And then I'm going to soften it with my water brush. I think are these the Ranger water brushes? It doesn't say. I do not know. Add a little bit of that. I kind of want a little bit of this color. Just kind of add that around. I'm going to add that color there. Some of that color there. Let's do a little bit of green kind of on this eucalyptus looking thing. And then we're gonna make it sort of watercolory. Let's go with this one again. So they're a cream-based crayon. It's not like a regular crayon. It's very, 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 very creamy. They're really fun to work with. I mean, you get it all over you, but so doesn't everything else I work with. I like how you can soften it up. And then turn it into a watercolor. And I like it going outside the lines sometimes. It's very sort of artsy. Let me add a little bit of purple over here. All right, let's do some yellow here. Yellow here. Do some little turquoise kind of color there. We'll do some of this green up there. Whoops, there's my stencil for the back. And then we're going to do a little bit of purple there within that. So let's swish this around. And then, okay, we're going to call those good. Let me add, I didn't really add too much of this blue Wink of Stella. Let me come in and add that. I'm adding a whole bunch of colors. This is glittered. There's a very, very, very fine glitter in that blue. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. Now, you kind of just randomly come in and do things. That one already has it. And you don't even think about it. Okay, let me put these back in the bucket. Next thing I want to do, like I said, I have a whole bunch of stickers. I have my fern stickers, which I love. Is this the right side? Yeah. So we're going to come in and do a fern on each and every one. So that, whoops, that will kind of tie in some of that green that we did. And bring another layer, another pop of color. I got these fern stickers on Temu a long time ago. And I want to say there was like, oh, at least 4 sheets that came with it. I like it on that one. And then, yeah, the hardest part is getting these off the sheet. Oops, that got turned over. Hold on, let me see if I can flatten it back out. Look at that, I flattened it out. Can't get it to work, make it work. And you can see, I'm not really thinking too much about it. I'm just kind of putting them down. So that's those stickers. And then let's get some of these ready. I'm pretty sure I got this from Temu as well. And what I want to do is I want to come in and I want to cut some of these apart. Let me get my littler scissors here. So I can cut these apart so I can glue them on with my glue gun, which I hope is charged enough. That's my USB chargeable glue gun. Let's trim this. So I'm adding, I don't know, a whole bunch of layers. A whole bunch of colors. Like there's green in this, but there isn't pink in these, or like a peachy kind of pink. I haven't even been counting how many of these I have. All right, we'll stop there. Let's see if I have enough. I probably don't. But if I don't, we can come in and we can add more. And it's hard to tell which is up and which is down. So I'm just going to come and pick them up and lay them down. Now this is going to be going into pockets. So I don't want them too thick. This should be fine to fit in a pocket. Oops. There, and you know, glue gun will dry clear. Oh, I did cut enough. Yay. There. And then, where did I put it? Is this the one I wanted? This isn't the one I wanted. Let's see. There's a bunch of, here it is. That's the one I wanted. Some laces and ribbons. Should we do it on the front? Yeah, I think we'll do it on the front. Still have stickers stuck on this. Oh, there's another one up here. Guess I trimmed too many. I'm going to try and do a really thin line of the glue gun glue and just kind of lay this over it. Push it down with my fingernail. There, isn't that pretty? And then come in and trim. That's not holding. Kind of made it a little globbier. There. So that's what we're doing. I'm not going to come in and trim up some of the other sides. Let's see. Let me cut some of these ribbons. I mean, some of these pieces of lace. And I know I'm going to have to come back in and trim afterwards, and I'm okay with that. I don't like to use like that 2-in-1 glue. You know, that the fabric tack and all that type of stuff. I am allergic to the smell. And I know it's a good glue. I know it's a really good glue. But I use things like the glue gun in place of that other glue because of the smell. Did I just put my scissors away? Oh, here they are. There, that's that one. I think they're coming out pretty, if I do say so myself. And I got this black lace around Halloween time on Temu. And I like black anyways. Oops. There's that one. All the different layers. I'm loving it. Okay, this one let's do over here. I probably could have done that little flower last and put that over the lace. I got a little excited about using the flowers. A little overzealous. You know how we get excited about using using all our goodies. There. Clean off all the strings. Let me get that off my fingernail. I have said so many times I use my fingernails. This is coming up right here, and I know this is sort of dimensional, but let's tack that down while we're here. There's that one. Let's pry that up just a hair. There. And when that glue comes over the edge, I just come in and clean it up. Let's trim a few things while we're here. There, that's that one. I don't think I'm going to have time to get to do the lines on the back, but you guys have seen how I do that. I just use my journaling stencil, which I have shown a gazillion times. And I add my lines, my journaling lines to the back. There. Oh, I like it with 2. Oh, I might come back and add more. Let me see if this needs, yeah, that needs to be tacked down just a hair as well. There. I like the 2 on it. Yeah, I might kind of add more. Okay, we have 2 more of these left, and I have, oh, look at that. I cut the right amount of ribbon as well. Sometimes my psychicness comes in exceedingly handy. You know, for crafting. Totally what it's intended for. And I am going to give that a tack as well with the glue gun. I've got to clean that up. There. Oops. Look at all my little bits. These are cute. I need to clean my desk off. Oh, I need to add another glue stick too. Let's tack that down. Grab another glue stick. And I want to add more of these. Maybe not to every one, but I'm going to add a few more. Okay, let me trim this one. There. That one has 2. That one I like it is. These just kind of jazz it up a bit. You know, I have some flat back pearls. I wonder how those will look with this too. if I have those flat back pearls right here. I don't think I do. Let's see what these are. Oh, I do. Except I can't open it. There. All right, let me get my sweater out of the way. Let me just see how these look. I should probably, wait, what do I have on me? I should probably use tweezers here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I like that. Okay. We are going to add one of those to the top, because then it won't interfere if it's in like a pocket. And I'll show you as we go. Oh, I like the little pearl at the top. It's kind of, whoops, kind of a little romantic, a little girly bling. Very sort of feminine looking. I know a lot of people don't think like the blacks are overly feminine, but I do, because it makes the other colors pop. Probably like an ecru, whoops, an ecru ribbon would have looked pretty as well. I'm liking these. We're gonna put this one down here. Yeah, this video is going way over. way, way, way over. But that's okay. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. You know, I just get sort of like in my meditative zone of crafting. You know, I didn't make these, like a demo of these ahead of time. I just kind of wanted to go with the flow. And I'm glad I did, because I'm liking where this has ended up. And the glue will dry clear. And all the glue on my fingers will come off. I'm not worried about that. Oh, and these pearls, I got that at Hobby Lobby quite a long time ago. They don't have as many of these like little multi-kits as they used to. I like to use these on cards. That's typically what I like to use them on. I like that. And you know, the other thing that I think I want to do, well, let me turn this off first. Put that over there. Oh, I got this one. I think I got this one on Temu, and I glued it. Let me glue it with my glue gun. I'll have my glue gun out. I glued it with Aleene's. And it didn't stick. Okay, let me take one of these. And I just want to do 3 edges. Yeah, see, that's making it pop. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, it just gives it like a little something. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I think you can. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, this video is going like way over. I don't normally do this long videos to this time frame. So I am not going to have time to do the lines on the back. As soon as I'm done this, I'll show you how I do it. So I got this line stencil that's for journalers to use on Amazon I didn't show that one, many moons ago. Comes in 2 sizes. I got 2 of them together in one kit. You know what? I should probably do it on the back too. I'll go back and do it on the back of all of them. Yeah, I kind of like it on the back. I'll do that later. And then how I do my lines, I'll just do one. I have this stencil, and this, whoops, it's by them. And it has, this is college ruled. And what I do is I put this down somewhat straight. I'm going to do the rest of these off camera. But I just wanted to show you how I do it. There. There. So let's do a quick flip through of what we have. Whoops, upside down, sorry. Yeah, I'm liking these. I wanted something very sort of vintagey, sort of little feminine flair to them. Oops, I had it right the first time. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I always need a lot of journaling things to journal on for my journals. And then I have these pockets that we made a long time ago. You can even stick some of these in some of these pockets. So great way to use them. And you have actual journaling space on the back, and it's equivalent to being hidden journaling as well. Well, please subscribe to my channel. I do a video every single day. I know. What was I thinking? But I'm having fun, clearly. So please subscribe to my channel. Pass it on. Share it. Give my videos a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.